Hi, Minasan Konnichiwa. This is Sarah, your Japan RN, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And for today, guys, we're gonna talk about how I study for Japan Nursing Licensure Exam. And just to let you know, Japan Nursing Licensure Exam is all written in Japanese. And yes, tama po kayo, mahirap po siya. And some of you may have heard na may mga nurses na here in Japan na lumilipat in United Kingdom and Australia or Singapore dahil yung exam po kasi mahirap, and some of them, they don't like Japanese work culture. And honestly guys, hindi kayo ganun kasipag mag-aral or maikli yung pasensya nyo sa pag-aaral, I don't recommend you to apply here in Japan. So don't get me wrong guys, I made this video not just to promote GPFA program but to share my experience to you guys. Kung tatanungin niyo po ako why I'm here in Japan, so for me, in my case, ang hirap po mag-apply abroad. So, I know some of you know that, yung pakiramdam ng pag-apply abroad, and ang hirap, yung lalakad ka sa, sa ba yun? Sa Malate ba yun? Sa Malate, sa Ortigas, para lang, mag-apply abroad. And kung sa UK naman, United Kingdom, kailangan mo mag-IELTS and you need ng puhunan para bago ka makaalis. And sa totoo lang, hindi po ako magaling kahit mag-English. Tapos weird po talaga. Kaya nung nalaman ko po na may job opening po sa Japan, wala kang gagastusin or free lahat po, I applied po agad. Kahit mahirap yung language training, I accepted the challenge. Sa mga interested na maging nurse here in Japan or sa mga caregivers na din, I want to share my experience with you guys. And kaya na kapag na panood nyo ito, baka matras na kayo. Pero, siyempre, of course, I know na may mga Filipinos pa rin na mga nurses and caregivers na gusto mag-apply here in Japan because of personal reasons. Kasi maybe some of you, mga relatives nyo nandito, or you really like to experience working here and to experience Japanese culture. But of course, when I first saw the exam, that time, I start questioning myself kung bakit hindi ako natuloy sa Singapore, bakit hindi ako natuloy sa United Kingdom. But later on, na-realize ko din na natapos ko ngayon 1 year language training, why I suddenly give up. So, I must try it first muna bago ako mawalan ng pag-asa. So, after 1 year ng pagsusunod ng kilay, so, guys, wala na nga siya. So, kung lang siya dahil sa pagsusunod ng kilay. So, that time, bago ako mag-exam, I pray kay God na sana makapasa ako. Makapasa lang talaga ako, masaya na ako. Dahil mahirap po talaga siya. And imagine all that you learn in your medical school, such as terminologies, body parts, name all of that. Ita-translate mo lahat in Japanese and in Japanese. Kaya, damage na yung mga cells sa brain. Siguro mga lanina na rin nagpa-function after nung exam. But I didn't expect na bigyan ako ng mataas na score. I'm so happy nung nalaman ko na yung score ko. And I think God sees everything. That's why kung nagsusumikap ka, I think makikita yun ni God and i-bless ka pa niya beyond your expectation and make it pa dun sa pinag-pray mo. When I went here in Japan, I didn't bring any books or any medical books with me kasi that time, limited lang yung luggage weight na pwede mo i-check in per person. And I think okay naman kahit di ko magdala ng medical books kasi very Filipinos and we can compensate and adjust in anything, in any situation. But of course, I still recommend na magdala kayo ng any nursing notes or memos before kasi it might help you pag nag-start ka na mag-review for Japan Licensure Exam. Just to inform you guys, before deployment, we need to attend and complete 1 year of language training. And after deployment, it's the time na pwede na kaming take ng licensure examination. But for caregivers, they need to wait up to 3 years before they can allow to take the exam. And for nurses, we can take the exam every year. Actually guys, I failed my first board exam here. Yes, nakaka-depress siya and di ko lang ba't ako sad nun dahil siguro yung akala ko yung 1 year language training is enough na. But no. Pero okay lang naman yun because after deployment, some of our employers are encouraging us to take the board exam. For why? For us to experience and to have an idea about the exam. Because board exam here in Japan is held every year. So after ng first board exam ko, I have 1 year pa para mag-review and then mag-study. Pero I noticed na karamihan sa mga kabatchmates ko, inuuna nila magsagot ng mga passport exam. And okay lang naman yun, but if you are a beginner, hindi siya advisable kasi maintindihan mo yung ibang kanji, mababasa mo yung ibang kanji, but without understanding what is being asked kasi hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung concept in Japanese. So how did I study? So first, I make sure na alam ko yung background na exam. So sabi nga nila, the best way to conquer your enemy is by knowing it. So I remember, nung before ako mag-start mag-review, I did a little research about the exam and what it is and what are the things that I should need to know para malaman ko kung saan ako magpo-focus and magko-concentrate. And speaking of that, I made a video about it, and if you, in case na you haven't seen it yet, you can watch it on my YouTube channel. 2 is review material. So, dahil sobrang swerte namin sa employer namin, dahil ang generous nila, compare sa mga ibang kabatchmates ko, mas mahaba yung video, chikan namin, or time namin para mag-aral. And they also, yung employer namin also provided us yung mga libro. So, within 1 year ng pag-review, ito yung mga libro na nabasa namin. So, don't worry guys, hindi naman natin kailangan lahat yan ay basahin. Kailangan lang natin these 6 books. Number 1 on my list is the review book. Second is Kangoshikokkashiken Mondai. Third is Hisshuu Mondai. And 4, Kangoshikokkashiken Pa-fekto Hisshuu Mondai. And 5, Kangoshikokushi Kanzen Yosou Mogi. And last, number 6 is Yosou Mondai, Nanayaku Niju. So let's go first sa review book. It's a summarized version of a book containing 11 nursing subjects which are included in the board exam. And napaka-convenient niya kasi hindi mo na kailangan bumili ng separate books for journal, pediatrics, medical, surgical kasi andito na siya sa isang book. And then, actually, guys, ito yung golden book ko. Bakit ako nakapasa ng board exam? Kasi siya yung ginawa ko reference throughout my review. Usually, guys, I study per topic. So, once natapos ko yung isang topic, ang ginagawa ko is I answer practice questions, and yung ginagamit kong libro for my practice questions is yung Kangoshikokkashiken Mondai or yung kulay pink. So, same with this, same with review book, para sila naka-organize yung per topic. So, kung fundamentals, may mga question din for fundamentals and for shakai or yung social security system. Meron din mga naka-separate na questions sa Kangoshikokkashiken Mondai. Tapos meron which is naka-separate din yung topic na yun in review book. So, yun yung kagandahan sa kanya kasi almost same yung separation ng topics. So, for Hisshuu Mondai, I use yung 2 books which is yung I use these 2 books which is yung Hisshuu Mondai and Kangoshikokkashiken Pa-fekto Hisshuu kasi kailangan natin correct answer sa Hisshuu Mondai, which is 10 mistakes lang kailangan natin para makapasa. And parang ticket siya para makapasa ka. And importante rin naman ibang teki and jokyo sa Mondai, but I make sure na pag nag-take ako na exam is pasado din yung Hisshuu Mondai ko. So yung dalawang remaining books which is yung Kangoshikokushi Kanzen Yosou Mogi and yung Yosou Mondai Nanayaku Niju, ito yung ginamit ko for my mock exam para malaman ko yung strength and weaknesses ko. So once na may mga questions ako na marami akong mali, so tinitake down notes ko yun. So after nandun, nabalikan ko yung topic na yun, and then babalikan ko ulit yung questions na kung saan ako nagkamali. So, and ginagawa ko dun because these books are more on Mogi exam, which is mas similar siya dun sa mismong actual exams. So, I set a timer na rin para ma-practice yung speed ko sa test taking. So, third is set your goal and manage your time. Differ in individuals kasi some of us are working while studying and some of us are not. So, to give you an idea kung paano ko ginawa siya, I will share it to you guys. So, for me, first, pinaplan ko muna kung ano yung unahin kong book, yung second, yung third, and yung last na babasahin kong book. Because gusto ko munang i-build yung knowledge ko, yung strong foundation ko sa basics or sa basic knowledge. I started reading review books. So, ang unang goal kong basahin is review book. And after that, ay isiset ko rin kung yung deadline kung kailan ko siya dapat matapos. For example, yung review book is I plan to study and finish it within 2 months. So, it depends naman sa akin yung time ko kung kailan ako sipagin gano'ng kadami yung pages na babasahin ko per day. But, make sure na matapos ko siya within 2 months. And 2 months kasi depende sa availability mo kasi minsan kailangan pumunta sa munisipyo para may asikasuhin. So, may mga time na di ka makakapag-aral. So, kailangan mo siyang i-adjust. And lastly, after the long preparation, you need to relax and ease your anxiety. And I know guys na ang daling sabihin pero ang hirap gawin. But just think of it na if your anxiety gets you, you would either go panic and we don't want that to happen, right? So as much as possible, try to relax and keep your concentration and focus until the exam. And of course, pray because with him, nothing is impossible. So some of you may ask, how on earth did I study this in Japanese? Brain damaging po siya. So it requires a lot of patience, time, and effort para lang makapasa. So for a while, most of the time, yung ginagawa ko is mag-translate kasi kailangan mo i-familiarize yung sarili mo sa mga medical terms na in Japanese. And because of that, siguro yung iniwa sa yung Google Translate, kung pwede na sila mag-complain, is nakapag-complain na sila. Kasi sobrang gamit na gamit ko talaga sila during my review days. But may mga medical terms in Japanese na hindi kayang i-translate ng iniwa or ng Google Translate. So, ang ginagawa ko is I search directly in Google search engine para lang malaman ko yung translation niya in English. And you can also study or memorize yung meaning ng per kanji. As a foreigner na mag-take ng Japan Nursing Licensure Exam, it is very important na maging familiarized sa mga kanjis or sa mga medical terms in Japanese. So, ang ginawa ko para ma-memorize siya, I read yung review book sa Kangoshikokkashiken twice. Huh? Yes, you heard it right. 2 times ko po siyang binasa para lang ma-memorize ko, saka ma-familiarize yung sarili ko sa mga medical terms na ginagamit in Japanese. But sometimes, may mga topic na kahit twice or thrice ko nang binasa, hindi ko maintindihan. So, pagka ganun, ang ginagawa ko is I watch medical videos in YouTube. And after na maintindihan ko, babalikan ko ulit yung topic and I will study it again in Japanese. And then, I noticed na mas madaling kong naintindihan kapag through visuals. So, I always watch videos of Armando Hasunugan and Osmosis, and ang simple lang siya and interactive, and at the same way, artistic siya. So, if may time kayo and gusto nyong i-try panoorin, you can also watch their videos. Some of the board exam questions are recycled, and mapapansin nyo, same topic but different ng attack ng questions, and sometimes same ng choices, and sometimes nasabi ko, nabasa ko na siya before and encounter ko na siya before, and pag sinagutan nyo siya, mali yung sagot nyo kasi hindi nyo binasa yung rational. So, it is very important na basahin yung rational para malaman mo kung bakit yung naging sagot at bakit yun, hindi yun yung naging sagot. So, last is to know your strength and weaknesses. So, for me, para malaman ko yung strength and weaknesses ko is I answer a lot of practice questions. So, after ko sagot is chine-check ko yung mga mali ko. So, kunyari, for example, mas marami akong mali in maternal nursing. So, ang ginagawa ko is I go back to the topic again and babasahin ko ulit siya. Tapos, after nun is babalikan ko ulit yung questions kung saan ako mali. So, mo ko malalaman kung naintindihan ko ba yung topic. As a result, I passed my Japan Nursing Licensure Exam last 2018, and it was fulfilling, guys, kasi alam mo pinaghirapan mo at alam mo din na you made sacrifices para lang ma-achieve mo yun. Right now, I've been working here for 2 years na. And to summarize, first, have a background about the exam. Second is prepare your review materials. And third is set your goal and manage your time. And fourth is, or lastly, is to reduce your anxiety and stay focused. And I hope, guys, this video is helpful. And to those Filipino nurses or foreign nurses na who will take the board exam, ganbatte good sa inyo. So see you in my next video. Mata ne!